The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play, Watson to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And the Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1, they have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that Viking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First down, Howell to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson breaking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go play action. Howell. And this one too low. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Off play action. It's Howell. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So here we go, 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Chris Godwin,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Fourth down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Watson. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 27 yards.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Howell throwing on first down here.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Waddle from 19 yards away.
And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Watson on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Howell.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards.
On first down, Howell.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Howell.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Powell's throw taken in by Chark.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
And Chark hauls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back to throw, Powell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Jalen Waddle,
his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Faking the give, now Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Fielded right around the 8. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howell. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. Finding room in midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Throwing here, Howell. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
That's the game of play. It's 3rd and 7.
Howell down to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jalen Waddle from 10 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And now Watson throws another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Howell, he'll look to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down and 2.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll run for it. Cook. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, Howell to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Watson off play action. He's got his man. That's Hardman. There he goes, right side. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 97 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second and 8 coming up.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On third down, here's Eckler. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're
and that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
the red zone now. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Chiefs take it over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the 27, Powell. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Here's Howell. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Powell to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Cook following the penalty. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, so far this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let him run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson to throw. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll wind up up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. To throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a second time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Another throw on second down. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw in OT for Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're out of the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football, and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4.
And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the...
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday, man.